So today we're going to be talking about while loops, which, as you'll see soon, are very similar to the for loops you've learned in the past weeks. So let's start off with the syntax. While some condition is true, we're going to execute the statement inside that block. And if that condition is false, we'll exit the while loop and execute any code after. So let's go out with an example of printing the numbers 1 through 10. We initialize I equal to 1, and we check while I is less than or equal to 10, 1 is less than or equal to 10, we'll print out I. So we print out 1. Now, we go back and check again for the condition. And if the condition is true, we continue to go inside the block. Otherwise, we exit the loop. So 1 is less than or equal to 10, yes, we'll print out 1. So as you can see now, we're probably going to go into an infinite loop because we never change I. So we want to add an increment to I. So we actually exit the loop. So now, we start over and we say 1 is less than or equal to 10. It is. So we print out I, print out 1, and then we increment. So now I is equal to 2. Now we check while I is less than or equal to 10, I is now 2. 2 is still less than or equal to 10, we print out I, which is 2. Now this continues on until we get to I is equal to 10. So we print out 10, we increment I, and now I is equal to 11. You go back and check the condition to make sure it's true or false. And we see 11 is not less than or equal to 10. So we do not execute the code inside the while loop, and instead we go after it and execute any code after, which in our case, we just print out done. So as you can see, that's kind of similar to what a for loop does. This for loop does the same exact thing with a little bit different syntax. So you can draw a lot of parallels between the while loop and the for loop. For example, the for loop initializes the variable inside, whereas the while loop initializes it outside here. Now we also have the for loop checking the condition here, I is less than or equal to 10. And in the case of the while loop, all it cares about is the condition. I is less than or equal to 10 here. And then lastly, we have where I is incremented here, and I is also incremented here. So as you can see, they do the same things with different syntaxes. So the question you might ask is, why do we want to use a while loop instead of a for loop? Well, let's go through an example where a while loop is actually better to use than a for loop. So say you want to divide manually 12 by a number, let's say 3. So we start off initializing number equal to 12, and we have a counter counting how many times 3 goes into 12. So we check while num is equal to 12 is greater than 0, we'll subtract 3 from num and increment times. So num is now 9, times is now 1. Now we go back and check the condition again. While num is not equal to 9 is greater than 0, it is. Execute the code inside. Num equals